Backward Noise, episode 459, and I am joined by just an all-star cast of amazing people. We have Sheldon.
Aww.
We have Pi.
Hello.
I didn't know if you were going to continue the huh, but okay, yes, that's okay. Yeah. Derrick.
Huh?
Mark. Nathan.
Howdy.
That's all that comes. And welcome everyone to Backward Noise, episode 459. We're, for anyone who's listened to the recording, tomorrow would be Halloween, but it's 2 days from when we're actually doing the podcast. So Halloween is soon. Does anyone have any fun Halloween plans? I don't,
Turning
so
off
that's
all
why
the
I
lights
asked
and
him.
hiding in the basement so that the children don't come up to the door.
Watching a bunch of horror movies with Kendall.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
Did you make sure to get yourselves some candy?
I'm also working that morning, which is gonna suck.
Yeah, but then you could cuddle, have some candy, watch some movies, have a good time.
Yeah. Luckily, it's only like a 4-hour shift. So, quick work.
Yeah. That sounds like a lovely time.
Oh, yeah.
So Derrick's hiding from children. Mark is watching movies. Anyone else have any plans?
My Halloween plans were last night.
You did do those. And I bet you remember so much of it.
I remember every single thing that happened. Please, nobody quiz me on the events that transpired. Asked me how many drinks I had. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Tell me who showed up, or ask me who showed up. I could tell you that. When they left, no idea.
No, yeah.
What time I left, no idea.
I really should just change my Discord
to Don't Miss You, Mark.
TeamSpeak name, because no one
doesn't
knows who the hell I am.
Yeah. Fennec in chat. I'm getting the candy, don't worry. Nice. Good. I hope you watch some lovely horror movies. So Snow said, Tony, Pi, Sheldon, Derrick. I forgot everyone else's name. Snow, I love you, but not to roast you. Nathan's name is Nathan.
Nathan would be Nathan. and there we go. It matches my Twitch name now.
And now, obviously, Mark is Mark. But
Mark is Mark.
Yeah.
Wait, so I won the Phoenix War round.
Yeah, you actually did, yeah. By the way, that means...
I think that was the only reason why I was keeping that name, but I'm on the podcast often enough, again, that I'm like, I need to change it.
It's okay, I will always
just
remember.
Proof that I spelled it right.
If you were going longer, then you spelled it right. That's what I'm saying. Aw. My favorite costume, Reaper, where half my face was skeleton. That must have hurt to, rip that deep to get to the skeleton.
Wait.
What?
Did Snow say Reaper?
Yes.
Because I was the Grim Reaper.
You
Halloween
were.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
Aw, and Fennec loves you, Pi.
I love Fennec.
Fennec is absolutely lovely. So.
Mm-hmm.
I said it. That's my scandalous take. Is that?
Yeah, they sometimes let you win in rock paper scissors.
They're so great for doing that. No one else has really ever done that before, and I appreciate that. I have a bold strategy of only ever using rock and rock, paper, scissors. And Fennec lets me win every now and then. And that I appreciate. I do. Because as soon as you could just paper for the rest of your life and Tony never wins. But Fennec will throw around down a scissor or two, and rock occasionally as well. We love that. Derrick, thank you for hydrating Ghosty, treating Ghosty.
Good Ghosty.
This is Ghosty season,
I was gonna say, is Ghosty gonna be around after Halloween ends?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
I am going to, definitely keep Ghosty around. I like Ghosty a whole lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, Ghosty is so cute.
I was hoping it wasn't just a Halloween thing.
No. The only way I wouldn't be is if they remove the model for Ghosty, which I hope they wouldn't, but...
I will fight them.
I wouldn't be able to control it then. What's up?
Remember how I asked how my day was and I went, like, pumpkin picking with Fennec?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention one key part. I pocket dialed Pi.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
It was an interesting thing of just like, why is my phone ringing? Oh, my phone pocket dialed someone again.
But it was Pi.
And it was on Snapchat too.
It was on Snapchat.
Oh, was it even?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't have Pi's like number. I only have Pi on Snapchat.
Yeah, who would have Pi's number? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's absolute wacko tobacco, man.
And Fennec was there.
Did you guys get to talk?
No, I was driving, so I couldn't answer.
Yeah, I heard my phone ringing, and I hit end call. And then, like, 5 minutes later, Pi was like, pocket dial? And I'm like, yep. By the way, Fennec says hi.
See, that sounds lovely still, you know? You got a hi, and, you know.
Tony.
I'm Tony.
So my phone's been pocket dialing people so much. Do you remember Adrian from high school?
Yeah.
Pocket dialed him earlier this week. I haven't talked to him in 8 years.
Yeah, that's a little interesting, huh?
He never called me back, which I'm thankful for. It would just be an awkward conversation.
Yeah.
Of just like, how's life? I pocket dialed.
I 100% pocket dialed you. Apologies. Oh boy. Oh man. I feel like pocket dialing someone can either be like, hey, let's have a cool catch-up conversation by accident, or this is the most awkward thing ever, please let's just not talk and pretend this pocket dial ever happened.
Cool.
One of the two.
My dad is notorious for butt dialing people.
Butt dial.
Like, he butt dials me probably 3 to 4 times a week. And obviously, like, everyone, like his friends, my mom, like everybody. And sometimes if you don't answer, you get 3-minute-long voicemails, which is the maximum length for a voicemail, of him just, I don't know, fucking bullshitting about random stuff. It's pretty great.
I love that, because it happens so often, you also know the max length of a voicemail.
I have found out that there is a max length, which I didn't know there was.
I didn't know that either, but thank you for telling me. Now I know.
Of course.
Yeah. So, Sheldon, do you have any... I almost said Thanksgiving. Halloween plans?
I don't have anything planned. I'll probably get in the mood to play some horror game, though.
Oh, are you gonna dress up your adorable kitty cat?
What was that?
Are you gonna dress up Salem?
Yes, he has a new devil costume.
I implore you to please send me a picture.
Of course.
When
he won't like
happened.
it.
No, but I still want to see the picture.
Last year he would just mope around with his head down. He's not happy.
My dogs do not like costumes as well. I don't know if we're gonna try to put them in costumes this year. But Cash hated it. Cash was exactly what Salem was, where it just head down, looks defeated. You ripped out a part of their soul, you know. And Nathan, do you have any plans for the day of Halloween?
Nope.
Nice. I don't have plans, so...
It's also on Monday, so it's kind of like the worst day for Halloween to fall on.
It really is.
Each year for Halloween, I make basically cupcake brownies, and I make those and we'll eat those. Other than that, probably drink something. I don't know. They're like cupcakes, but I use a brownie mix for it, and they come out like just like they're cake-y, but they're like a mix. You know what I mean? Like it's not like full on brownie, but it's not full on cake either. And I make it like a cupcake, and I put like ice and stuff on it. You like cupcakes?
Sounds
now?
delicious.
They're really good. If you like cupcakes and brownies, these are a lovely like hybrid of both. I definitely also have a sweet tooth. I like sweets. I actually made what I call Frankenstein cookies today. It's just a pre-packaged...
Is it a bunch of different cookies all mixed together and then...
It's exactly 2 different types of cookies, so that's... So, it's chocolate chip and peanut butter cookies, and I basically slice it in half. Like, it comes in pre-packaged, like, little squares. So, like, I cut them in half and put them together, and then cooked them that way, and I'm like, let's see how this goes. And they came out really well. Delicious, some would say. By some, I mean me. They're really good. I like them.
Like them?
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
I'm Tony.
I like you.
I like you. Oh, man. What a coincidence.
Oh, man.
It's like, your friend's like, hey, I like you. I like you too. Who would have guessed? Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, buddy, old pal of mine. So, Sim said sugar is dopamine. I need the feel-good chemicals. Brain lacks those. Yeah, no, I feel that. That's what we call relatable content. And if it involves, like, a kitty cat, you call it relatable cat tent.
Just never say that again.
Just picturing a cat in a tent now. I'd probably hate it.
Sounds adorable.
The cat would hate it, though, probably, right?
I don't know cats well enough.
Cat tents? They love them.
Oh. Never mind, then. I was going to say, so we could take a poll. So, Sheldon, if you put Salem in a tent, how would Salem act? How do you think Salem would act?
He has a tent.
Oh.
It's out all the time.
Oh, so that's 1 vote for likes it.
Yes.
Derrick, Pabu, and Bolin in a tent. How would they like it?
Are we talking like a person tent or a cat tent?
Apparently cat tents are a thing, so I guess that.
I mean, they might find it acceptable.
Okay. Then Nathan, your 4th dog called Penny.
Well, I guess Ivan is the 5th dog then.
Oh. Well, you had Penny first, right?
Yeah.
So, yes. Ivan is dog 5.
I think she would like a tent.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like secluded and
Yeah.
Obstructs vision, so she would probably feel safe.
Oh.
That's why she likes hiding under the shed in our backyard. So
Oh.
makes her feel safe.
Under our shed in the backyard, groundhogs live there.
Not anymore.
No, if we had a cat under there, the groundhogs would definitely not live under there anymore. Because, you know. So something that is not a fun story, but, like, when I think of sheds, this is where my brain segues to. A year or 2 ago, we got rid of our old shed and put a new shed in. And under the shed, there were an unfortunate amount of groundhog skulls. So I don't know how they died, but we did have dogs at the time. So either they were too scared to leave, or, you know, some other thing happened. Nathan, are you dressing any of your pets up for Halloween?
I'm not, no.
I think, like, they'd be very cute in costumes. I don't know if they'd like it, but they'd be cute.
I don't think we've put like any costumes or anything on any of these guys. So well, probably Roxy.
I would say Roxy would
I
look
don't
cute
remember.
as like a little princess or something, you know, like the queen of the castle, you know, the queen bee. Can make her into a bee. She could become the new queen of England. I feel like I, for one, would happily accept the Queen of England as a dog. Like a new one, you know? I don't know if your dog is British at all, though. Has your dog ever spoken to you in a British accent before?
You know? I don't think she has.
Okay, so she hasn't, so most likely no, but we can't rule it out. That's what I'm hearing, though.
That's very true.
Because
So
just
to be
because
clear, you're not talking about Queen Elizabeth just acting as a dog, right?
no,
Okay.
no,
'Cause that's a horrifying image.
I'm suggesting that is all no. I'm suggesting the next Queen of England be a dog. Because it's like, it's already just like, you know, like a figurehead thing. Why not dog?
Why not dog?
Yeah. I wonder how British people would feel with that question raised. Anyways, so our question of the week is, what is your all-time favorite costume that you've worn? Does anyone have a costume that they wore that they were like, man, I like that one. That was cool.
I don't know if it's necessarily the coolest costume I've ever worn, but it was the one I put the most effort into. Do you remember in what's it? Like A Christmas Tale with like Scrooge, whatever his name is. What's that movie?
Oh, A Christmas Carol?
A Christmas Carol. Do you remember the Ghost of Christmas Past? The guy with all the chains and everything?
Yeah.
When I was like, probably like 10, 11, I went all out. Like, chains covered in rags, like bright white face paint with like super dark like eyeshadow and like black lips. And I was just like, I just went all out. And I think it was the only time I went all out for a Halloween costume.
Oh.
That's the one I'm most proud of, was just how much effort like was put into it.
Yeah, putting in a lot of effort sounds like it'd be cool. That's pretty rad. Does anyone else have a favorite costume?
I'd say the one that I wore last night, mostly just because it's by far the most expensive one I've ever had. So I'm gonna go with that.
I spent the most money on this one. In my head, it is now my favorite.
It is now my favorite. I did like the one that I did during COVID for 2020. That one was pretty fun. I was like, you know, Pennywise from the movie It.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a real person, not a real thing like in the movies, but I dressed up as Pennywise's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, what would Pennywise's ex-girlfriend look like? That's interesting. Was Pennywise also a ex-girlfriend a clown as well?
Yeah, I had like the Pennywise, like the face paint, like the red face paint on. Yeah, and then I just kind of wore whatever I wanted. Because, you know, it's not a real character, so I don't have to be accurate.
True. It would be funny if you were just a space turtle instead.
Yes.
It's my favorite thing about those movies.
Chud. Was that his name? I think that was his name.
I honestly don't know the name, but my favorite thing was that, this crazy demon thing. Oh, what's your fear? Space turtle.
Space turtle. And then they changed it to bullying in It movies.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they didn't put the turtle in the movie.
Yeah, they didn't put the turtle in. They had like some Easter eggs because they're like, oh my god, what's ran past my leg? I think it's a turtle.
No.
There was like a little
a
Lego turtle as well.
And there's a Lego turtle as well. They put some Easter eggs in, but spoiler alert, everyone, for whoever doesn't want to hear it, take off your headsets. Instead, the way that they defeat Pennywise in the last one was bullying him into submission.
That's really
They're like, you're just a fucking clown. You have no power. You're just a fucking clown.
They straight up, like fucking Macaulay Culkin did in Home Alone. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally, yeah.
Oh shit, I'm out of powers now. Well, I'm done. I'm defeated.
And then they reached in and Kali Mod his heart out.
Oh. I only ever saw the first one. Was that the second one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't
It was
seen any
good,
of
don't
them.
get me wrong, just, not accurate to the book.
I heard the
yeah,
ending
But
of the book was
also the book
bonkers.
had an orgy scene of
Yeah, that
11
one.
year
Yeah,
olds.
a bunch of little
So-
kids.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Like,
So-
it's probably good that they took some creative liberties.
Yeah, so when I saw the first one, I had never read the books or anything. So someone asked like, "Oh, how weird was the orgy scene?" I'm like, "Well, what?"
What?
The
Stephen King straight up wrote in an orgy scene.
Yeah, it took a little bit of explaining to.
I can't believe he got away with that.
Something seems so wrong about that. They're all
It
children.
We're still
Literally
buying these
11-year-old.
books. He's gonna strike again.
He's gonna write another scene.
Like, it's one thing if, like, he wrote an orgy scene when in, like, their adult portion of the book, because I'd be like, that's weird, but, fuck it, whatever. But the fact they are, like, kids, it's just like, huh?
Those are literal fucking children. I shouldn't have
boy.
used that word.
Stephen King was taking a lot of drugs when he wrote those books.
Mini drugs.
What we call a cocktail.
Wasn't it like wasn't it supposed to be like the scene where they all promised to come back and fight Pennywise? Instead of like cutting their hands and making a blood pact, they're like, let's have an orgy to make the promise.
Nothing. No, I don't know what to say. That nothing like a promise orgy. Am I right?
Oh boy.
It's like, hey, we're good.
I'm sorry that I'm the reason that we're on this topic.
Yeah, say this is you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I was literally just thinking that too. I'm like, this started because Pi had the costume about
Could have been any costume.
But I said the one from last night was my favorite. I was just the Grim Reaper. Please don't say that there's something about the Grim Reaper and an orgy.
Like
I know of.
I'm not probably like
The internet is a vast place, so it wouldn't surprise me.
yeah, like Rule 34. And if you're like, no, Rule 35. So you never can get away.
You're never safe.
Yeah.
Nothing is safe.
No.
Rule 35 was if it doesn't exist, it will, or something like
Yeah.
that, right?
If it doesn't exist, it soon will, I think.
Yeah.
Rule 34 is every type of porn exists. Rule 35 is if it doesn't exist, it will.
Someone is currently making it. No.
If one person thought about it, there's another person who's like, I can profit off of this.
We can make a religion out of this. It's true.
It's very true.
You know how true it is? It's so true that...
True.
Yeah, you get it. I think I added to the conversation, but I don't have Halloween plans other than I told you about the brownie cupcake things. Yeah. That's all I have going on.
Good decision, Tony. Good decision.
It's going to taste delicious. So, I'm happy. I always never know what my favorite costume was, because in my costume life, when I was a little kid, I was Eeyore like 3 years in a row. I was a depressed donkey for Halloween for many years.
Oh.
Tony, that explains so much.
Yeah, right? I didn't choose to be Eeyore, I don't think. I gotta ask my parents, how did I... Yeah, I don't know why I was Eeyore. But I was. What was I after that? I was a vampire 1 year. I don't know if I dressed up much after that.
Yeah, it was really like, there was like a solid 3 or 4 years where it was like, I dressed up every year, and then after that, it's like, I
just didn't put forth the effort, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I was the Grim Reaper 1 year, but like, everyone's the Grim Reaper 1 year.
At least once, yeah.
Well, Pies was this year.
Yeah.
I dressed up as the Grim Reaper. I forgot. You ever like something happens and you forgot you did something?
Yes.
I was part of a very small, like, haunted house kind of thing when I was a teenager. I forgot about that until we said Grim Reaper, because I dressed up as a Grim Reaper for it. So that's what triggered my memory. Huh.
Interesting.
I did that, huh? Yeah, there certainly are times you forget that you did things.
Sometimes you want to forget that you did.
Maybe. Why did I black that out?
Yeah.
It'll come, like, I'll be thinking about it later. That's why. Shut it down, shut it down.
Oh no, Control Z.
Gotta get out of here.
Is there a reset button for my brain?
Yeah, it's called a mallet.
Oh, I was going to say it's called a nap, but okay.
Yeah, same thing, you know?
Options.
Mallet, nap.
One of these things can lead to a nap.
See, that's what I was saying. And using a mallet could also lead to a nap, you know? It's a lot of, like, swinging you're doing. So, I bet you would be a little tired.
It's totally not the concussion.
No way, right?
Oh.
Some would say impossible.
I only say it's improbable.
Yeah, you get it. It's improbable.
Inconceivable.
You keep using this word, and I don't think you know what it means.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
I don't think it means what you think it means. That's a great movie.
Oh my god. I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
The man of six
It's actually really sad when you get the context behind it.
Yeah.
Does everyone know the context about why he was so emotional that scene?
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
Princess Bride.
I don't think I've seen that.
So, for context, there's one character who is trying to hunt down his father's killer. And when he finally does, he's like, you know, I'll give you anything you ask for. And he stabs the guy and says, I want my father back, you son of a bitch. And it's like super emotional. He killed the acting, and then everyone found out later that the reason he killed the acting was because his father had passed away from cancer earlier that year.
Yeah.
So saying, I want my father back, you son of a bitch, is
real.
like really fucking emotional.
Yeah, it was real. So that's why. I forget what it was. Like I know
He literally
I
said
saw like
he
a video.
imagined he was stabbing cancer.
Yeah, I saw a video recently of like him responding to like a fan mail or something, and like it was someone who I think like had sent him stuff in the past because like they were like talking about like both of them had lost their fathers, I think. And like he was telling the story about that.
Yeah.
Very good movie. Andre the Giant's in that movie.
Andre the Giant is in that movie.
Yeah.
I think that was his
Wait,
best acting role.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a wrestler or
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why is he acting?
Because they needed a giant.
Wrestlers
Yeah.
don't act.
They needed a giant, and what's
Never.
what's actually
just like clears throat gestures at the biggest actor in the world right now.
so what's really funny is they needed a giant, and he didn't really have much speaking roles, so they didn't care if he spoke English. They just needed him to be strong, and they got Andre, who speaks pretty much perfect English, who has had suffered so many back issues from
He couldn't
being a
even
pro wrestler
stand.
that he couldn't even lift like 100 pounds of person.
Yeah, by that point in his life, his injuries from being a pro wrestler, and he also had gigantism as well. So I want to say he passed away like in his 40s or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. He wasn't very old. Let's see. He was. How old were you, Andre? Maybe he was older. I don't know.
Born 1946, died 1993. So,
46.
46.
Yeah.
and he was 7'4".
Dude was a unit.
Dude was a unit.
But he's
Dude was also
really
a
good in
unit
that
when it came to
movie.
drinking beer.
Yeah, I think he might hold the Guinness World Record, maybe, for most beer drank in one sitting.
After like a shift at the movie, because they interviewed his driver, they'd stop by the liquor store on their drive from the studio to the hotel. Andre would pick up a 24-pack, and the driver would think, "Oh, that's all he's drinking tonight." Andre would finish it during the drive from the studio to the hotel. He would finish a 24-pack by himself.
Have any of you seen the picture of a normal sized beer in his hand though?
Oh
It's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah. So for context, if anyone who hasn't seen it, do you know like how like there were those really tiny cans of like sodas they make? It looks like that in a normal person's size hand. That's like the comparison that I would give. But it's a full can, and it looks so tiny in his hand. Like it's crazy.
God. That's huge.
Yeah. Oh, did you look it up or?
Andre the Giant is huge.
Yeah, he's a big fucking dude. Absolute unit is, the truth. Never, I want to lead you a story about how massive of a unit this man was.
He's just a unit. Like,
Yeah.
goddamn.
When you look
God
at it in the dictionary,
damn.
it's a picture of him.
He
Yeah.
was like 7'4" and like 520 pounds.
Yeah. Dude was big.
Big. And
Yeah.
it's funny because like the producer was saying, got the exact opposite of we wanted, and we actually had to hire another giant to play Andre
Yeah.
in like fight scenes because Andre couldn't pick up a person.
He couldn't really
They got a guy
walk
who's like
at that
6'11",
point. Yeah.
who was like who was way less injured than Andre was.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably could barely even walk at that point, let alone stand straight for a long period of time. So I think during the movie they actually had like him like holstered up so he could like stand.
Yeah, during some scenes, like when they needed to have someone on his back, they would never show him from the waist down because they essentially put on like a platform that sat on his hips, so it didn't stress his back at all, and that's where the person hanging from his neck would stand, because his back literally couldn't support anyone. So they'd put like literally a platform mounted on his hips that someone could stand on and wrap their arms around his neck.
Yeah. That was a good... That is a movie that I can watch probably many, many times.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I watched that movie for the first time like a month ago.
How did you like it?
I actually liked it. I wasn't expecting to. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at it.
So, it's not what it sounds like, if that makes sense. When you hear the title, The Princess Bride, to me, I'd expect a different movie. But, like, the movie is genuinely, like, very funny.
It really
like,
plays
a lot
like
of parts.
a D&D campaign.
Yeah, no, it's a D&D campaign. No, you're not wrong. That's a really good description for it. For anyone who hasn't seen it. There are movies that I will go to bat for, and this is a movie that I'd go to bat
dude,
for
like,
sure.
putting the giant in a wheelbarrow and setting his cloak on fire to scare away all the guards, that's a D&D move.
Yeah, where else would it come from, you know?
Like, there's no other way to describe it. It's just a D&D movie.
Oh, man. So, Derrick had actually sent me it earlier, but they all hear the why I'm never going to watch a Witcher again.
Oh, God, why?
Oh.
Henry Cavill is no longer playing Geralt.
Yep.
After season 3.
I'm done. Goodbye.
Henry Cavill is a hunk.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Henry Cavill was canceled, and I'm like, oh no, what did he do?
No. Yeah, he's no longer playing, and I think one of the Hemsworth is going to play him.
Liam
Hemsworth?
The less talented Hemsworth.
Not Thor?
I was going to say the worst one. Ew.
He's not Thor, right?
Yeah.
Chris is Thor. Yeah.
Chris.
Oh. Why couldn't it be Thor?
The one everyone forgets about.
Yeah.
Not Thor. But I like Thor.
I suspect that with how much Henry Cavill loves The Witcher, and the fact that it's come out recently that most of the writers hate The Witcher.
Yep.
I suspect that him getting a big role back as Superman is an excuse for him to go, okay, I'm done with The Witcher because you're not doing anything properly, so I'm just going to wash my hands of this.
Yeah, because like there are a ton of interviews and stuff where like the first season when they were filming it, Henry Cavill would like stop things and be like, "This isn't right. We like so this is more true to like the books and everything. If we do it like this way."
Well, that's because Henry Cavill is actually a nerd.
He's a nerd. He built his own PC
Warhammer.
and he plays Warhammer. He's awesome.
He almost missed the casting call for he almost missed the fact that he got cast as Superman because he was writing in WoW.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I love him. What a legend.
So funny.
The most Chad person ever. Super nerd. I mean, I don't know how much nerdier you can get than playing Warhammer 40k and almost missing your casting call because you were raiding in WoW.
Yeah.
Like, I think those two combined is just like, well, he is the most nerdy celebrity, I think.
Also, not for just anything. For being cast as fucking Superman.
What's his name? That famous guy that loves D&D.
There's a lot of famous guys.
There's a lot of people.
Okay, well,
Joe Manganiello?
Joe Manganiello, that's the one.
Manganiello, whatever his name is, I don't fucking know.
He's also like a huge nerd, dude.
Yeah. I remember there's this one meme that went around of like this like fake Chad that was like, I don't play D&D, and then like all these pro bodybuilders.
I remember this. Yeah.
Like he took a gym pic of him flexing, was like, I don't play D&D, and like all these pro bodybuilders were like responded with their own like flexing pics and were like, I do.
It's such a
Isn't
weird
Joe
thing.
Manganiello married to Sofia Vergara too?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
So it's like,
He also turned their basement into the Gary Gygax Memorial Dungeon.
yeah, it's wild.
Which is funny because his wife wanted to turn that into like, I think like a yoga room, and he pretty much booted her out of the room and was like, "Nope, this is mine," and it made it into the best Dungeons and Dragons basement ever.
Yeah, I'm doing D&D in here. You could go do yoga somewhere else.
That will be my future. Just like, nope, basement's mine. I'm making a D&D studio.
You can have every other room. This one's mine.
There's the video that where he shows his room off.
I feel like I've seen this.
I had the
room
chance
before.
to speak with one.
You might have.
It's like I remember being
super
the
famous 'cause
fucking
it's
cool
Joe
this
Manganiello's
thing.
room.
Yeah, because I'm skipping through. But what a room! I would love to have
my God.
a room like that.
It's the best D&D basement I've ever seen.
Hey, Grim, how's it going?
And you know his games are probably incredible to play in too.
Oh yeah, I mean he played in Critical Role, like bro, awesome. I love seeing him join like Critical Role for like a couple sessions. I'm like, yes, yes, let the nerd flow through you.
Yes.
Also, I love that it's not just a Dungeons and Dragons room. Like he shows off that he has like a Game of Thrones Risk. He has Betrayal at the House on the Hill. He has Baldur's Gate stuff. He has Axis and Allies. Like, bro. Such a nerd. I love him.
We love to see it.
We got off topic, but...
So, using the topic of D&D, our friend Crow is DMing a D&D session, and I'm lucky enough to get to play in it. And I'm so happy to be able
I'm
to
sorry I
play
didn't
it.
get to watch the episode last night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Tony got
I
his
forgot
cuddle
to ask how
pile.
that went.
I got a cuddle pile! That's all you need to know. Is I successfully was able to obtain a cuddle pile.
User in your channel.
I'm so proud of you.
Sheldon, no.
Boss Sheldon.
Sheldon heavily disagrees with cuddle piles, apparently.
I'm gonna have to have a word with him.
Oh, if he disagrees with them now, we will show up at his house and
We're gonna cuddle pile him.
You don't like cuddle piles? Too fucking bad.
Right. Cuddle piles are the way of life. What do you got against cuddle piles, Sheldon?
Look, it's just not purple enough.
Yeah, you're right. What if we added more purple to the cuddle pile?
Not enough teal.
What if we added purple and teal?
Well, now turquoise has been left out.
Okay, you can set all the colors you like. I am very colorblind. Krim said, "I'm well. It was cooler than expected." Tear off. So I'm trying to warm up here in Lily, Texas. Oh, that sounds like a fun time. Hope you get warm. You're able to stay warm. May I suggest a cuddle pile? It should keep you warm.
Joe Manganiello, Joe Manganiello, Texas, huh?
Yeah, actually.
Jesus Christ.
Sheldon, thank you
his
for
name is
everyone.
just one of those names that
By
just
Kyle?
throws me off.
Chew.
Train.
I don't think I heard the train in my background, so it's going to be coming my way, I think.
Think so.
Yeah.
I think it's going towards you.
Well, we'll see in about a few minutes. Oh, man. Sheldon, what's your favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn?
The only one I remember was in the before times.
Mm,
I did Fred Durst.
nice.
I got a bunch of baggy clothes from the secondhand store. I bought the red hat, and I found a Bluetooth speaker that looked like the head of a microphone. And I made a 3D print for that, so it would look like a microphone. And when people obviously couldn't figure out who I am, I would turn on the microphone and perform, but out of the speaker would be coming Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Just rolling.
Rolling.
That was a fun one.
That sounds amazing. Let's see. Pi gave one. Mark gave one. Derrick, do you have a favorite Halloween costume you ever worn?
That would require me to remember Halloween costumes that I've worn.
Oh. Very fair.
Based and valid.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Because if you don't remember...
Like, I haven't worn one in years, so I don't remember what any of them have been.
Yeah, you know, the last few years, including this year, he dresses up as this really handsome guy. Oh, wait, that's him every day.
True,
Get it?
true.
Because he's handsome, Derrick.
He's a handsome boy.
Yeah.
Derrick, I missed when you sent me Snapchats.
Oh, I deleted Snap. What? I don't think I have you on Snapchat, actually, Mark.
Yes, you did.
Are you sure it wasn't other Derrick?
I don't think it was other Derrick, but it might be other
Well,
Derrick.
this is may sound like a
recall having
weird
you on
question, but what ethnicity was the person who sent you snaps?
Well, that's the thing. The Derrick that sent me snaps never showed his face.
Okay,
Okay, then it was definitely
this
handsome
Derrick,
Derrick.
probably. Yeah,
Because American Derrick loved to send his face.
yeah.
Okay.
I actually met American Derrick at Chance's 4th of July, like, not this last year, the year before it. I forgot that I met him. That was cool.
I always assumed that all you American folk on the TeamSpeak already knew each other.
No,
IRL.
So
America's a big country.
Yeah,
Well,
because, like,
we're
all
from,
the
like-
same state.
we're from like 2 states that border each other. Like Chance, Derrick are from New York, and a big portion of us like went honestly to like the same high school, and throughout like a few different years, but they're I don't know, like, cause it depends who you say, cause like a lot of them yes, but a decent amount no. Like,
I don't know any of you people.
never. I was gonna say never met. Literally have only met Mark in person here. Yeah.
Who
So-
are you?
God, I wish I knew.
Yeah, we haven't known each other for
Oh, like
10 years.
you can technically say over a decade now because if it's been
Over a
10
decade
years.
now, yeah.
Yeah,
It hurts me to say it, though.
I feel old.
It makes me feel old.
Because we met in high school, right? So if we've
Yep.
known each other for over a decade, yeah. Damn. Nathan, honestly, I think I might be coming up on 10 years of knowing you soon.
Yeah.
Because I think I met you when I was 17. I'm 26.
Is that how old I am now?
Yeah, you should be 26 right now, I think.
I myself am also 26.
Yeah. If you were born in 1996, you were 26 unless you have a birthday in the last little bit of the year. Then you'd be 25 still. But you could also be... Yeah. I have such trouble, like, knowing age and stuff sometimes, because it's like, in school, like, it made more sense to me, because it'd be like, alright, this person's a grade younger than me, so they're a year younger than me. But now it's just like, you meet people and it's like, you could be literally any age and I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Snow is back. Hello, Snow. Old? Sometimes I feel old, Snow, is what we're saying. Mark and I met in high school and have now known each other for 10 years. I've almost known Nathan for 10 years. Yeah. I get called old. Well, you're younger than we are, though. So, like... People call, like... Yeah. It's like... So's younger than us, so it's like when... Void calls you old. Does Void think I'm like a walking fossil then? I used to get old too, and then you joined this friend group. Yeah, because you're towards the younger end of the spectrum in this group, huh?
Yeah, but I'm not like young. I'm still 25, but like.
Oh, baby.
I just a little
It's
baby.
just your little baby.
This group does wonders for my age.
Yes, so Nathan feels
Shut up, Nathan.
so young, like all the time. If someone ever calls Nathan old, he just comes on a podcast with like, look at these boomers,
What
man.
are you, like 23, 22?
Oh, brother. I'm 21.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say you're a few years ahead, Mark. It's not that old.
I know. I keep forgetting just how much of a baby Nathan is in this friend group.
In this friend group, yes, yeah. Towards the younger end, for sure, because I think Trebla is definitely the oldest.
I would believe that, yes.
Yeah, because I actually don't know how old Trebla is, though. I just know he's...
I do not know.
He was in his 20s around a decade ago. So... So you turn 21 next week. Oh... I want to be -2, thank you. But, I mean, 21 is a fun birthday.
Yeah, 21's a fun birthday. 21's a fun one.
You mean 19?
18 or 19 for you, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Snow wants to be -2. You want to be -2? I would like to be -2 too, because that sounds like a
Sounds
very
like
lack of
Control-Alt-Delete, my
responsibilities.
friend.
Yeah. I'd like to Control-Delete myself and then end process. Very long way to say I'm alive. Oh, that sounds lovely, Snow. Just to be, to be but a free-floating spirit messing with people. Well, you know. Something that, like, I know I've brought this up a few times, but it was interesting, because I believe, and Nathan could correct me if I'm wrong, and I think Derrick would feel, like, be the same age, because we had, like, a bunch of podcasts that were, like, Kyle, Nathan, and I, and we were each, like, 5 years apart. By that I mean, like, I'm 5 years older than Nathan, and Kyle was 5 years older than me. So it was interesting to see certain things we talk about, like, where it hit, where it misses, because, like, say, like, a certain TV show might have came out in a time where only Kyle and I saw it, where only Nathan and I saw it, maybe only Nathan saw it, only Kyle saw it. So sometimes it was interesting to... It's, like, a very, like, weirdly specific difference in age for just, like, 3 random friends who met. I think it's cool. Yeah?
Yeah, it's interesting.
You're interesting.
Prove it.
Everything
I never
about
get
you is
bored
really
talking
cool.
to you.
Yeah. Well, I've never had a Sheldon conversation and been like, I don't know what to talk about because Sheldon's interesting, you know? Because you say cool things and you're just a cool guy. You're cool, man.
Thank you.
Oh,
Dude.
This is Cold Dead. Is that enough proof?
Acceptable, yeah.
Thank you. I rest my case. Good old Shell Daddy.
Aww.
Trying to think. Nathan, do you have a favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn? No, yeah. That's fair. After thinking about all the things that I've worn, I don't think I had a favorite.
How about chat?
Yeah, people in chat.
We got some people in chat.
Snow before said the one time she was a Grim Reaper, I believe, was her favorite. Having a half skeleton, half human face. But Snow never answered me about whether that hurt a lot to do, because you had to dig kind of deep to get the skull half, you know?
See, that's why I didn't do it last night. I didn't want to commit that much.
Yeah, no, you gotta really commit to the bit, you know? And
Yeah.
like, I respect you not full committing. I understand.
And say, like, I was like, my costume is expensive. I don't really feel like full committing in 2 different ways. I'm good. I'm also just lazy.
Yeah, no, I get it. If I did that costume, I would have probably also only half committed. Bless you.
I'm sorry.
Just, you don't have to apologize.
I think I saw into the future.
What was it like? Tell us.
Lots of cotton candy.
That sounds great. Lots of cotton candy. Has everyone eaten? Yeah, I ate earlier. Snow asks, has everyone eaten today? Basically, to make sure that everyone's eaten.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had some Indian for dinner.
Oh.
I had leftover homemade pizza.
Oh.
Making, baking without flour or eggs is impossible.
Oh, it sucks, right?
Yes.
I mean,
I luckily can have eggs still. But the flour part, and I can't do flour or dairy, so it's not very easy, that road either.
I mean, you don't need eggs for
Pizza dough doesn't need
Pizza
eggs,
dough.
no. But baking in general, it's been rough.
Yeah. Not easy. Where's Steve? I need to make sure Steve ate. I can confirm Steve ate. I was with Steve when he ate. I mean, there are ways why it's very hard. Yeah, I mean, there are gluten-free flours. They just don't work as well as normal flour.
Well, we can't have gluten-free flour. It has to be like completely different. We tried almond flour, and it's not been working out.
So what is the is it like a food allergy, or is it just like okay, what's the allergy?
A lot of stuff.
Okay.
But the biggest ones were wheat, dairy, and eggs.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have brands of stuff that I can recommend. I don't know if the branding in the US to Canada will be the same.
That'd be good.
But I'll have to look into things that... Why wouldn't you be able to have gluten-free flour? Or for... Is there something in the normal gluten-free flour? Because, like, it wouldn't have eggs.
I don't know.
I'll have to like look into like what's in it, because there's a very good brand called King Arthur's that like a lot of times you can 1-for-1 with it. Dairy can be easily changed out. Yeah, I've learned it's as easy as a lot of times substituting normal milk for almond milk. That's not hard. King Arthur is great. You're familiar, Snow. Yes, King Arthur is one of the bigger brands in gluten-free stuff. Eggs is a little rougher, yeah. I know Steve has used egg
we have
replacement
an egg
stuff
replacement
before.
thing, but it doesn't work that great.
Yeah. Steve once made the most horrifying brownies ever known.
Is this the time? Is this horrifying because he uses his Keurig, or horrifying for other reasons?
Other reasons. So he did it while on the podcast, and the brownies sizzled. They were sizzling actively, and when he like knocked on them, it sounded like metal. It was very hard. Like, he banged it against his decks at one point, and it was horrifying. Yeah, Snow's crying. Brownies don't sizzle. There's not a world where they're supposed to. He did create a weapon. Like, he's joked about it, but he probably could have used that as body armor. I think it would have been tough enough. I would not want to, like, you know, if someone ran into it, it was, yeah, not good. Or a knife. Yeah, a knife would, I think a knife would have broke. I think it would have been really hard to cut into that brownie. Oh, man. There are definitely, I wonder if it's shattered. I'll have to ask, because I think he threw it out. I hope he didn't try to eat it. I don't remember the end of the story. I just remember the product and being horrified. So, hearing a brownie sizzle is a sound you'll never unhear. We wouldn't have Steve if he ate it, probably. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think what the most horrifying thing I've ever made was, but luckily, I think everything I make comes out edible. Like, there are obviously, like, times where it's like, yeah, I can make that better, but... who knows? I think Steve would be a force of nature if he ate it and survived. I agree. Steve would have become the strongest person ever, I believe.
Instant evolution.
Yeah. He digivolves. You've become Browniemon.
Please.
Steve digivolved into Cooler Steve.
Is it just Steve with like sunglasses? Because Steve's already really
It's-
cool.
Yeah.
Steve Harrington.
No. I'm. Remember that one meme where it's like Mike and then a cooler Mike, and it's just the same guy but with sunglasses on.
Oh no, but that's very funny that that's exactly what I guessed.
Yeah, no, that's literally it. It was like yearbook photos too.
Oh,
It was like he got 2 pictures of himself, and there was like Mike and then a cooler Mike, and it was just the same guy but with like sunglasses and a smile.
nothing cooler than a good smile. See someone happy, it's like, yeah, look at them. That's a cool person. Look at them being happy. Now, how do I harness that energy? If we can learn how to harness smiles, I think we could power a lot of stuff. This is basically just a spin-off of Monsters, Inc. at this point.
I was gonna say.
Well, there we
Too
go.
Bug
late.
taps.
Okay. It's Daniel was the meme, but there's the
Bug taps,
meme.
bongo taps, bongo taps, bongo taps. Look at all the bongo taps.
Steve digivolved into the cooler Steve.
Just puts on some really cool sunglasses. Now to drown in love. Oh boy.
Why even
We
change the
can't drown
actors
Tony
on
anymore. There's a limit.
The Witcher? Why not just end it?
I think it's not going to survive.
It,
Yeah, no, the
they
show's
will
gonna
renew
crash.
it for. It's already been renewed for season 4, which is probably why they're not canceling it.
Love,
But I
love,
have a suspicion it's gonna get
love.
canceled after season 4.
Thank you, Snow.
I can't even see Tony's actual VTuber under all the loves.
Nothing like being buried in love. And a Wiggly. Look at him
A
go.
Wiggly.
Not.
Not.
It was too wholesome. I'm sorry. I had to.
I completely understand. Well timed. Well timed and well played. Sweet, sweet victory. We didn't play that after winning combat. Hello. Hello, Mark. We should have played that after winning combat yesterday. I forgot about it.
I mean, I had to, you know.
Hello, motherfucker.
I mean, Pie Center's too wholesome. I had to add the hello, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you've done here today.
No.
You won't hear any not. Slowly found out over time that me repeating the audio cue is something that people like, so.
Yes, very much so.
Like Drowning Tony in Love or Bongo Taps or...
Oh boy, here we go.
Or...
Oh.
Okay.
Drown him in Wigglies.
They were so wiggly. I love the Wigglies. Why am I so tired? I'm so old.
Bro, I swear the older we get, the earlier my bedtime becomes.
Yeah, like, I try to be, like, stay up, but I'm just so massively tired.
Bro,
when I
like,
do.
Nick wanted to have a game night last night, and, like, I was free probably at, like, 10:30, and I just showed up and was like, I can't do it tonight, and I just left.
You went to bed, yeah. Oh my god, it's Wigglies and Pops!
Wiggly
Oh my God.
Apocalypse.
Oh god! Hide the children!
Hide your children!
Or use them as shields.
Oh my god, okay.
Well, that's what Pi would probably like to do, so I was trying to be all inclusive. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know why that reminded me of Crazy Frog.
They sell NFTs now. The Twitter account for Crazy Frog pushes NFTs. I'm pretty sure.
Oh Jesus!
God
Of course they do.
Although honestly, for some reason, out of all of the people that push NFTs, that feels like
Tracks, right?
yeah, that tracks. Yeah. Do they make Crazy Frog NFTs? Because like then I'm actually kind of okay with it.
That I don't know. That would make more sense and be cool.
If they have their own NFT line for Crazy Frog, I'm actually like, this might be the first NFT I've heard of that doesn't sound psychotic.
Hmm. You know what NFT owners' biggest fear is?
Control
Me pressing my lock
Control
button
B.
and my volume down button at the same time.
Yes.
The hosting site for their link gets shut down.
That too. I was also going to say right click and save image as.
Oh,
But
okay.
all these are pretty much the same exact thing.
I want to clarify. When I say that if the Crazy Frog has their own NFT line, it's the first one that doesn't sound crazy. I'm not saying it sounds good.
No, it just kind of
Right.
makes sense.
I'm saying it tracks. It tracks for them.
Sometimes I remember to do social media, and sometimes I don't. I've been trying to post on like Twitter when I go live now, and I 100% did not, and we're over an hour into the podcast. So let me put some sort of... Let me do that real fast. Ooh, snow. We dreamed a hydrate. Meaning Tony will drink some water. I'll never forget the drowning.
Oh my god. Tony, I felt so bad for you.
I could hear the water sloshing in my tummy.
When I started hearing you in physical pain, I'm
Yeah.
like, Tony, I got the rest.
Yeah.
How many's left? I got the rest.
Yeah, I appreciated it a lot.
Oh yes, Snow, I will have a sippy of my alcohol. Thank you.
Ooh, what kind of alcohol?
Mike's hard.
Nice.
Yeah, but what kind of alcohol?
I was gonna say I don't know who Mike is. Good for him.
For him. No, I have the black cherry lemonade.
That sounds delicious.
Ooh.
Most nights I drink beer. Some nights I'm like, I want something that's enjoyable to drink.
It depends what your end goal
Fair,
is.
Yeah, it depends what the end goal is.
If it's, I'm gonna get wasted tonight. Room temperature beer, it is.
Oh,
Pretty sure room
I've
temperature
drank a lot
beer,
worse.
you do get drunk
have I.
quicker on it, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's what these people say.
I just had flashbacks. I don't like that.
My physics knowledge is making me think, yes, that is true.
This is something I've heard. I wouldn't drink warm beer, unless...
Well,
Actually, I would, never mind. But...
Certain ones are better warm than...
Oh...
well, do you know why people drink cold, like ice cold beer?
No.
Because
I
your
don't actually.
tongue doesn't taste things as well when it's cold. So
Oh.
it's just the reason you drink ice cold beer is so that you don't taste the beer.
Makes sense.
Why wouldn't you want to taste the piss water?
Yeah, I know, right?
Because it's delicious.
Why don't you want to taste fermented wheat?
So to be fair, I think when the beer that Derrick is talking about and the beer like I'm referring to are probably different beers.
Probably. I only drink the bougie shit.
Yeah. I am very much referring to like the cheapest thing you can get for
Bud Light,
like
Coors
like
Light.
a Bud Light, Coors Light. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
even worse, Miller Lite.
Those
Yeah,
will
all of them are
never.
pretty bad.
Those will never enter my house, unless somebody else brings them here, and then they will.
When I'm feeling
probably
bougie, I
sit
drink
there.
Bud Light Platinum.
Oh no.
No, I buy.
Derrick's an
Cans.
IPA kind of guy, right?
Yeah, I buy
What do you
cans.
drink?
From,
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
I like Sparkle Puff personally.
Fuck is Sparkle Puff?
I
like
have
it.
no idea.
It is a.
Uh,
it's specifically in Canada. It's a triple IPA. It's 10%, and it costs
day I'm
about
gonna need to
$5
get
a can.
One of these days, I'm gonna need a 6-pack of puppers.
See,
I would like a
Puppers is the
6-pack
beer
of
that they drink on
puppers.
Letterkenny.
Yes, that is correct.
I was hoping you were just saying you're going to get 6 dogs. Because that sounds adorable.
I have
No,
never
I-
had puppers.
I really
Peppers
want
was
to.
just okay.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Clues in chat. Hello, Clue.
hi Clue.
I
I was
like
gonna say,
drinking Kilkenny.
That's very snow.
I
I
would
pretty
rather
much
drink piss
exclusively just-
water.
Here, this is Sparkle Puff.
Sparkle Puff just sounds like very bougie to me. Like the name, you know?
Sparkle Puff, Galaxy Starfighter, Defender of the Universe.
That's
Oh,
actually that's actually really cute. The can is cool.
10% alcohol per volume.
Yes. And it's $5 a can in Canada.
Huh.
And
That's a lot.
This is my
Clues,
go-to
baby.
beer.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather drink piss water than a triple IPA any day.
Oh, the
Oh
triple
god,
IPA
I
is
hate
so,
IPAs.
It's so good.
I hate IPAs.
You know what? One, I hate IPAs, and two, I
Yeah.
hate IPAs on a principle.
Oh,
Because
sure.
IPAs were not made to be good. The reason why they're called India Pale Ale is because
Big straw.
it had so much hops in it that it would survive like the 4-month journey on a ship from England, India. They weren't made to be good. They were made to not go bad.
That's all right.
They were never made to be a good beer, and I hate that everyone's like, "Oh, IPAs are the best thing now." It's like, no, they were never made to be good. They're never supposed to be good. They're made to taste like shit because it made them last longer.
Well, they don't taste like shit anymore, so...
I really
In my-
like when
my
alcohol
opinion.
makes me feel all warm and fuzzy and makes me giggly.
I
So-
don't know why, but ever since I learned that fact about IPAs, I've been like militantly
this.
against IPAs.
I didn't realize that this was a beer, and I want it now.
I would try that.
It looks adorable.
It does look adorable. I'd try it just
God.
because it looks adorable and because it's cotton candy flavored.
The double IPA, god fucking damn it.
Yeah, Flying Monkeys pretty much exclusively makes IPAs.
Oh god, fucking hipsters.
So good, though.
I really have no room to talk because I look like every hipster combined into one person.
And also, you're sitting over there drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I know.
It's insane, man. Like, I love and appreciate you all, but look, no one here has any room to talk about what they're drinking.
Okay. It's a combined thing of like I've had IPAs, I don't like IPAs. And then
Which
when
is
I
fair.
learned that they purposely weren't made to be good, they were just made to not go bad on a 4-month journey, I was like, oh, now I just really hate IPAs because they were never meant to be a good beer. They were meant to suck.
Yeah. But, for me, I drink whatever I can drink. And like yeah, I drink a lot of specifically Tito's because they're very good about being gluten free.
Is Smirnoff still good for you, Tony?
Yes, Smirnoff
Okay.
is. I think most Smirnoff. There might be one or two like flavors that I can't. I'm not 100% sure,
Okay.
but most of it I can.
I'm still pissed off about that one bar we went to, Tony.
Yeah, I think about it sometimes.
Dude. I will never go back to that bar.
No, me neither.
Dude, I met a guy on, like, the train once, and because, like, you know, it was a packed train, I had, like, one of the few open seats next to me, he sat next to me, we talked. And he's like, yeah, dude, you know what, next time you come by, insert that bar's name here, I'll get you free drinks, because I work there. And I'm like, I'm never going to go there. Ever. On principle. Never. So this is what happened. Story time, everyone. Gather around.
Gather at the campfire.
We went to this one bar that's very popular near Tony and I. And I specifically asked for a couple shots of either Tito's or Smirnoff. I said, I don't care which it is, but it needs to be Tito's or Smirnoff because those are Tony's safety vodkas. I know if I get a shot of Tito's or Smirnoff and it's just plain vodka, Tony's good. We got them. We drank them. Tony started feeling sick. I go back, ask the bartender, was that Tito's or Smirnoff? She says with a straight face, no, we don't have either of those. And I'm like, then why, when I asked for Tito's or Smirnoff, you served me shots of vodka? And she's like, well, what's the problem? I'm like, the problem is that some vodkas aren't gluten-free. Those two I know are gluten-free. Now my friend has his night ruined because he's about to shit his pants.
Oh my.
And Tony, I would have gotten her fired. I
got it to leave.
Karen mode.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to leave, I was going full Karen.
Yeah.
Because I literally said, like, I want to talk to your manager. Like, this is bullshit. Like, you know what? I don't go full Karen, like 99% of the time, but they fucked with you, and that's personal.
Yeah. I definitely appreciated it. Yeah.
And we've never gone back.
No, I never will, I don't think.
Nope. It's one thing if they said, like, we don't have these.
That'd be fun.
Else?
Yeah, because I would have just looked it up.
Yeah, you would just looked up what's safe to drink that they have. But they're just like, yeah, sure, when I said Tito's or Smirnoff, and they're yeah, sure, and then they don't have it, and they just go with it. And I was like, you fucking idiot. I've never been so pissed off at a woman in my life.
It was a blank, empty slate of a person that could have been anyone, but they felt the fury that day. Snow, probably you would have stabbed them, yeah. Because Snow said, what I hear is
now, I will say, not that it makes it better, I was going to get her fired that night, I swear to God.
Yeah.
But they did at least comp all of the shots that we had.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make it better, but at least, you know, I didn't have to pay for any of that shit.
Which is nice. We
And
take those.
bullshit. When she told me we don't have a manager on tonight, I'm like, that's bullshit. I've worked in a bar before. There's always a manager on.
Yeah.
You just don't want to get in trouble.
Exactly. That person very much was like, we don't have one. Tony's okay now, so they were safe this time. Yeah, like I was only sick for like a day or two. So it's not that big a deal.
They are never safe. If somehow I end up back there, and I know what she looks like, I will fucking remember.
I actually remember her face as well.
I remember her face.
Yeah.
Like, if for some reason I end up at that bar, I'm making that life a living hell.
Or the most They are treading on thin ice. Exactly. You get it. But yeah, no, it sucks. That's why, like, when I go places, I specifically always ask for things I know. So I don't drink like a wide variety of things. Like, I drink primarily Tito's and Angry Orchard are like the top two things I drink. 'Cause I know they're safe for Tony.
They're safe for Tony. Well, whenever we drink together, Tony, I'm always like either Smirnoff Ice or Angry Orchard.
Smirnoff Ice are just alcohol soda, and it's great.
It's just alcohol Sprite.
It's a Sprite, but it's alcohol, and it's so good.
And we know it's gluten-free.
Yeah. So that's why the first time I had them, I'm like, this is delicious. I'm just going to keep having them. That's the great thing.
I still love that because I live next to the vegan bakery. That
was so funny. Yeah.
You were picking up food from there, and I was driving home from work. I was just like started honking on the horn.
That was a lot of fun, actually. We had a nice impromptu hangout.
A nice impromptu hangout, yeah.
Yeah.
I love seeing you, dude.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It makes my day.
You make my day.
I saw your articles in the newspaper.
Hey.
My mom got a copy of the newspaper, and I didn't even ask her. I just grabbed the newspaper and started looking for your name. Because I know you're back in that newspaper again.
Yeah. I'm actually out of that newspaper again.
God damn it, Tony.
Yeah.
Alright, time to ask Fennec to buy newspapers from their town.
Yeah. I'm going to be moving from that town as well.
God, Tony.
Yeah. I don't get to choose.
I know, but how am I supposed to stalk you on your articles?
Well, it's because I can tell you what I cover, but obviously I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'd gladly tell you. It's Am Dead. Well, hey, Stev. Hello, lovely friendo. Long time no see. I just saw Steve, so that's why I say that. Steve is lovely. Boy, do we love Steve.
I love
Steve. Love Steve.
Why we banning Steve? You said you love him. Love him! Exclamation point ban. Can't say words. Still out. Yeah. Steve. Okay, Snow, you ate too. Or I assume that means or hear words. So Steve might not be able to hear us. Oh. Well, we love Steve. Steve, great. Lovely Steph. Good old friendo. My brain is so fried, I'm like, I should be talking right now, but I can't think of a thing to say.
No, and also I'm just in so much physical pain.
Because of work.
Partied too much last night?
No, work.
And partied too much last night.
I wish that was the reason, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bye, Steve.
Ow. I'm so pissed off at the clients we had the other day. So for those of you who don't know, I work for a moving company right now. So I get paid for them to break my body by lifting heavy furniture all day. We had a 12-hour job the other day.
Oh boy.
12 hours of moving furniture. Which, you know, sucks in and of itself. However, really sucks that then they didn't tip us at the end.
Toxic.
I never understood why people don't tip like movers and stuff like that.
I never got tipped when I was moving.
They gave us a
Really?
reason. They told us that we took too long. When? Guess what? When my boss toured their house and saw how much shit they had, he's like, it's gonna be a long job. It's probably gonna be around 12 hours. And we finished at exactly 12 hours. And then they were pissed off that it took us 12 hours when that was the quote we gave them for the move.
People suck.
Mm-hmm.
Snow has Puyo Puyo Tetris on Steam now. Ooh, cool.
And my boss was so pissed because my boss was there with us moving.
Nah.
And he's like, you know what? I'm half serious, but like, we know where they live. We can just go back and slash their tires.
Oh, man.
And what's really sad is up until that point, they were the nicest clients.
Yeah. Snow's got the right idea. You do 3 of 4. 2 rear, 1 front, because you don't want them to be able to buy 4 tires for cheaper price or anything.
Yep.
Snow knows well. Good Snow.
Actually, if you want to really ruin their tires, what you do is overnight when, probably a couple hours before they wake up, you let a bunch of air out of their tires, and then you put in a bunch of Flex Seal in their tires.
Oh.
And what happens is, because the tires are not going to be moving, all the Flex Seal is going to congregate in one spot in the tire.
Their car's gonna shake like a roller coaster.
You literally put a brick in one of their tires.
That's horrifying.
The perks of being a mechanic.
Yeah.
For a couple months.
Snow.
Wait, we weren't friends before?
I guess there's a barrier, so you gotta get over
it. I know a lot of ways to fuck someone's car over.
True. Sip. Love when cross the screen fun. Oh, man.
Also, if you don't really want to, like, ruin their car and you just want them to suffer, you piss in their gas tank.
Oh, man.
Because it won't really damage the engine, but it will smell horrible for until the next time they fill up their tank.
Oh.
It just smells like hot burning pee.
Yeah.
It's just the worst smell, and it will fill up their car with that smell while they're running it.
God. It sounds so horrible. Just thinking about it's rough.
And because you didn't really damage their car, there won't be any, like, police investigation or anything.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And if you do want to fuck up their car, you put sugar in their gas tank.
I thought that didn't work.
Pretty sure. No. Actually, that I don't know. This one I haven't looked up.
Things you can do outside the car: lemons in obscure places, shrimp in the wall. I like these ideas.
Shrimp in the wall sounds delicious.
Sounds like a code phrase.
So it won't.
Yeah, it could also be a band name.
It doesn't really dissolve in the gasoline. However, it can completely clog up the fuel pump. So it won't destroy the engine, but they'll still need to replace the fuel pump.
Yummy
Another one that would be very tricky to track down. However, you would need to be able to pop their trunk. If you know that they drive a very fancy car, a lot of... I'm not endorsing this for legal reasons. never do this. This is illegal. However, this would be a fucked up thing. If you can get into their car and they drive a fancy car, a lot of radios have an anti-theft thing where they won't work if the power's cut to them. Literally, all you need to do is disconnect and reconnect the battery, and unless they know the code to unlock their radio, they're gonna need to replace the radio.
Oh, that's evil. Mm-hmm. Evil. Evil! Snow says, I mean. Dun dun. Dun dun. What could Snow be saying next? We never know until it's said. If they don't use it, it does nothing. Oh, it's fair. Yeah.
Oh, and most of the reasons why I know these are actually legal reasons. Because I was working in a mechanic. And a lot of people, for the Flex Seal one, a lot of people think Flex Seal is good to fix tire leaks. It is not. Do not do it.
Oh.
Because they're like, oh, I have a leak in my tire. I'll just spray Flex Seal in my tire. And then they're like, why is my car violently shaking at 40 miles an hour? And it's like, because you essentially just put a brick in your tire.
Oh, boy.
And then with the radio one, that was just something that was taught to me while I was apprenticing at the mechanic was, hey, never disconnect the battery fully until you put the channels on a backup battery that we always keep charged. Because otherwise, the radio will get fucked, and then, the client's going to have a big issue.
Hmm.
Oh, is that Tony's train now, or?
Yeah, it was me.
Mark?
That was
Yep.
Tony's.
Okay.
Yep.
The train
So-
has reached Tony.
So we can confirm it was going my way.
No, if they don't use the radio, I'm actually scared of them as a person.
So it depends how new the car is.
Well, the big thing is a lot of radios, like, the aux cord goes in through the radio. So if the radio stops working, you can't use the aux.
Mm. Like my car only
That's
has
not a place for
a
cats.
only has a CD player. What's Salem doing?
Is the CD player part of the radio?
Yeah, it's like the CD player.
Your
on the
box.
radio. Yeah, but I don't use CDs or anything anymore. I just
Okay.
yeah.
Do you just drive in silence, Tony?
Sometimes.
I'm scared of you as a person.
Yeah, me too. No, but oftentimes I'll play like Spotify on my phone and put it in my cup holder.
Hmm.
This is why I like having Android Auto in my car.
Sometimes if I really need to focus, I drive in silence. Or it's when I
Turn
first
the
started
radio
driving
down.
somewhere.
You see better.
Yeah.
It's true.
Turn
I
the
do
radio down,
actually.
you see better.
I can focus
No, it's
better.
true.
Yeah, quiet. So.
I do the same thing. When I'm getting close to a destination, I don't know the area. I just turn down the radio because I need to make a bunch of turns.
No. I know people who drive in silence. I sometimes do it. When I get pissed off, I blast music before I hurt someone. Good idea.
I just always have music going in the car because otherwise, it's just boring.
Yeah. Sometimes my mind just wanders and I forget to put music on or... On like a really long car ride, I always have music on though. Because
It's not a place for cats.
Not a place for cats?
He's trying to lay on top of the computer where the hot air is exhausting.
Well, it's because he wants his tummy to be warm. Sheldon, how else is Salem's tummy gonna stay so warm? So said I don't allow my mind to wander for too long. I drive in silence, so when some people. I don't know. Sometimes if I'm not doing anything, I let my mind just go for a little bit. I'll like reel it back in eventually, you know?
See, sometimes I don't realize that I don't have music playing because I'm in that downward spiral of overthinking. And there will be sometimes I pull up to a place and I'm like, I haven't had music on this entire time. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Which is why I try to have either music or a podcast on whenever I drive so that my brain doesn't do the downward spiral.
Smart idea.
Alright, speaking of brains going out of nowhere, I am very tired.
Yeah.
So I will probably be heading out a bit early.
Yeah, no
Boy,
worries. I
Salem,
appreciate
please.
you hanging out while Salem really just wants me to be warm.
I love all of you. Thank you.
Same
Have
to
a
you.
nice, good
luck.
night's sleep, Mark.
Night.
I'm
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
I don't know why I'm giggling so much at Salem going on top of the computer. You know what? On top of the computer is cat-sized. Let's see why, all of a sudden. Cat could fit there. Tony's laugh is nice. Thank you. Agreed? Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. Oh boy, I am tired. I need to wake up. Wake up. Why do you leave your keys up on the table? You want to.
Yeah.
But I don't think you trust in my self-righteous inside. I cry when angels deserve to die. Unbanana nana nana. Okay. All the voices are nice. All the guys do have good voices. Pie. I want to stand for this pie meanness to yourself. No bullying, Pie. Pie is lovely. Pie has a really cool voice.
No, especially not today. My voice is fucked from last night.
I think your voice sounds just fine.
Oh, thank you. It hurts to talk.
You're being very brave.
Thank you, I try.
Yeah, see? Snow said it. I think Snow said you still sound beautiful.
Salem, please.
Is that Salem meowing?
Yes.
That was perfect.
Salem, please meow!
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a scream.
I don't know if there's a more accurate depiction of a relationship between a human and a cat. Just absolutely like on your knees, bargaining, pleading for any crumb of like just like unity. And the cat is just being an absolute agent of chaos.
Their cats are lucky. They're so gosh darn cute. Cause like, you know, cats can be so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Also, dogs are very lucky. They're cute too. Cause like,
You make it sound so aggressive.
I can tell my dogs that sometimes when they misbehave. I say, "You're lucky. You're cute."
Oh, dude, I said that to Ivan all the time when he was, well, I guess when he was younger, he's still a fucking puppy.
Yeah.
130 pounds.
It's a unit. Oh. Have you guys watched Inside Out? Yes, I have seen Inside Out.
I saw that at the drive-in theater.
Oh.
Movie made me cry. I don't like movies that make me cry.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't watch movies that make me cry.
You
typically.
cry? Yeah.
Yeah, I avoid them. But I like scary movies. They don't make me cry.
The cat at the end. I don't remember the cat at the end. Oh, this cat. Yes. Yes, set empty. Quite. You know, one of my, do not watch a dinosaur then? Which movie was Dinosaur? Because I remember multiple movies about dinosaurs and I never know which one is just Dinosaur. Good Dinosaur is sad.
It's it follows like a kid dinosaur that ends up running into like a caveman child.
Is this the one? No. Okay. Which one's the one with the monkeys in it? That's
Planet of the Apes.
No, like with the dinosaur. That's
My favorite dinosaur movie.
That's the movie Dinosaur, right? Oh, okay. So specifically said Good Dinosaur. I thought you just said Dinosaur. The movie I'm thinking about is a movie that follows a dinosaur and like there's monkeys in it. And I've never seen a Good Dinosaur or Good Dinosaur before.
I've seen bits and pieces. There's a scene in it where they eat wild berries and get very high.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I woke up one summer. Our AC was broken, so I was sleeping downstairs on the couch, and it was playing on the TV. And I woke up at like 3 in the morning, and it was playing that scene, and that was not a good time to wake up.
Oh. Yeah. Sad scenes. It's a good movie. Okay. Just sad, yeah. Be worried if a movie had the word good in the title and it sucked. You know? Because it's not like amazing or great, you know? It's good. I guess the Amazing Spider-Man, you know? Like, you're setting yourself up because it's like, oh, it's amazing. The Amazing. My head is so empty right now.
Like, imagine going to see a movie like Jackass and they're not jackasses, you know? Like,
right? Like,
it'd be disappointing.
What if you went to go see Jackass and none of them had butts?
I was gonna say, what if they didn't show any
True.
ass? Like, that would be so disappointing.
Yeah. Just a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Just the Jack, not the
It's just
ass.
Jack, yeah.
Yeah. Or it's just
Please.
like an hour and a half of some random guy whose name is Jack. Just sitting there with
It's
a bottle
okay.
of Jack.
Hey, Jack. I slept through Spider-Man movies. Oh, a movie called Jackass shows a bunch of donkeys. Oh, I'd like that.
Make a movie called Jackass, but then just have Donkey played by Eddie Murphy. And it's just a movie with that.
That's his own
Please.
spin-off.
With the dragon and their children.
Dragon Ball Z. And the donkey dragon hybrid babies.
I don't want to think
Dronkies.
about that.
Donkeys. They're canon in Shrek.
I don't want to think about that.
A real.
I only recently found out there's more than one of those movies.
There's like 5, I think.
And
I thought it was just
spin-offs.
4.
Might be 4. I don't know.
Oh.
I think there's 5. If I had to
There
guess.
might be.
Because there's Shrek
There was-
1, 2, 3, and then there's 2 more after that, I think.
Let me.
There
I've only
was
seen the first one.
also one that I believe was like direct to VHS or DVD. That was 3D Shrek. That took
Oh
place
god.
between Shrek 1 and Shrek 2.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you count that one, then there's 5. Because there's Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. And then there's the 2 spin-offs, which are the 2 Puss in Boots movies.
Yeah.
Then there's like short films.
There's a lot of movies in that universe.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 3D Shrek was only 16 minutes long.
Oh boy.
How many swamps did Donkey get kicked out of?
I don't know.
That's okay. If I was Donkey, I probably would have just been a donkey, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, apparently it was originally a ride in Universal Studios, Florida, called Shrek 4D, and then they released it as a DVD VHS thing which came
Weird.
with 3D glasses.
It's in 3D.
Apparently it is now called The Ghost of Lord Farquaad. But I remember it being called Shrek 3D when it came out.
You know, I think I actually might have seen that before.
Oh, there's also Scared Shrekless. Shrek the Halls.
That's a
Of
great
course.
name.
Yeah, that's really good.
Shrek Thriller Night. So I guess there's a second. So they have 2 Halloween Shreks.
As they should.
There should be a new Shrek Halloween every year.
Mhm.
Shrek Thriller Night has literally none of the original actors in it.
Okay.
Lovely.
They're that far down, huh?
It also came out like 10 years after the original.
Yeah.
The rest of them... Oh, Scared Shrekless came out in 2010, but they got all the actors for that one, except Donkey. I guess they couldn't get Eddie Murphy back.
What?
I mean, I think that was during Eddie Murphy's, like, period of not really acting.
Yeah.
Because he did take, like, a huge break from doing anything for a long time.
So I know. So first of all, there's a Milan 2. And second, that Eddie Murphy does not voice a dragon in Milan 2, which very much upset me.
They're making a Beverly Hills Cop 4?
Oh.
I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, they're so good. I love Beverly Hills Cop. They're great.
So get
It's
this
like-
right.
It's peak Eddie Murphy, basically.
They're cops from Beverly Hills.
Actually, Eddie Murphy's character, Axel Foley, is from Chicago, I think.
Get this. A cop from Chicago comes to Beverly Hills, and now they're both cops from Beverly Hills.
Oh, he's from Detroit, not Chicago.
Get this.
But yes.
There's a cop from Detroit, and he comes to Beverly Hills, and now suddenly becomes a Beverly Hills cop. You remember Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
I was literally just thinking about that.
No.
I mean, that is basically the plot of Beverly Hills Cop.
It's Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
It's
Oh yeah, the
one.
Chihuahua. But like he just
They're the same.
he's chasing somebody who goes to Beverly Hills and then he just starts doing cop things in Beverly Hills, and then the Beverly Hills police force is like, hello, please stop.
We're the police here. No, not anymore. Murphy does a backflip. Got skating into a waterfall. I don't think that happened, but it's just fun to say.
Let's see, how many times did Eddie Murphy voice Donkey? 1, 2, 3, 4.
He definitely did for all 4 Shrek movies.
5, 6. Oh, I only just hit Donkey or Shrek the Third, and that's his 6th time voicing Donkey. 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like at least 11 times.
Wow. Yeah, I wonder if you would get tired of voicing the same character too. I wonder how that works.
Now what about Mike Myers?
He's been Shrek 1,000 times.
Mike Myers even acting anymore? Like even in the last like 2 decades?
I feel like the answer is no, other than bit things. Like, I remember for some reason he was like a bit role in maybe like Inglourious Bastards or something.
Yeah, he was in Inglourious Bastards.
But not like as a funny character at all. Just as a...
So yeah, so it looks like Mike Myers did Shrek 12 times. He was doing Saturday Night Live still every so often.
Man, imagine voicing Shrek 12 times. He must have got shriggity Shrek'd.
Yeah, between the Shrek money and the Austin Powers money, he's probably happy.
Yeah. There was talk for a really long time about them doing another Austin Powers movie, but I don't know.
Apparently it was announced.
Yeah.
They announced
I don't know how they can make one now.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to happen either.
I rewatched one of them and they're not funny anymore. Maybe it's because I've seen it more than once also, but like they were not funny.
Yeah, I think it's like that time period's humor, and it's kind of left in the past, you know?
I mean, there are some movies that have been around for way longer that are funny still, that I've watched multiple times, that I still enjoy watching.
Oh, there are definitely movies that like will always make you laugh.
Blazing Saddles.
I don't know what that is.
I still have never seen it.
It's one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. But it is a movie that would never, ever, ever get made in 2022.
That's fair.
And you have to... I don't know, it's hard to explain without the movie sounding horribly racist. But like it was meant to be a parody of racism at the time and everything.
It's also like...
And I don't know, it holds up really well in my opinion.
Gene
in terms
Wilder's
of the comedy. Gene Wilder is in it. It's a Mel Brooks movie.
Oh, it's a Mel... That makes sense. Mel Brooks is also the person that did Spaceballs, if anyone knows Spaceballs.
Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein.
I remember liking that.
What else has he done?
Wait, what did you say he did? Did Mel Brooks do Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, that's also Mel Brooks.
That's one that like holds up to me. Young Frankenstein.
Actually, wait, did he do Young Frankenstein?
It's Frankenstein.
I thought he did, but I could be wrong. It might just be a Gene Wilder movie.
Regardless, it's really good.
Yes. Yeah, Mel Brooks was involved with Young Frankenstein. That's what I thought.
Sweet. It's a good movie. Yeah, good movie.
It's like one of the few movies where Mel Brooks didn't actually show up in the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to think of where Mel Brooks was in Young Frankenstein. Like, I can't picture Mel Brooks in, because Mel Brooks was in pretty much every Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah. Peter Pan, Men in Tights. That one's also pretty good. Or Robin Hood, Men in Tights, not Peter Pan.
Say the only Peter Pan movie I really remember is like the Robin Williams one, where he plays like Peter Pan as an adult.
I've not seen that.
I liked it, but like I haven't seen it in a very long time, so I have no idea if it's good. Followers. Oh, Snow's been following for over 4 months. Let's go. Let's go, Snow.
History of the World Part 1 is also pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I love that
Yeah.
movie.
It's really good. Damn. You said it, Pie.
Looking through a bunch of these, it makes me realize how many actors that Mel Brooks just uses in like every single movie of his.
Yeah.
Like he got Gene Wilder in a ton.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, if Pie... Oh, wait, Pie. So if Snow's at 4 months, 2 hours, and 0 minutes, that means, like, also probably almost 4 months ago exactly. But 420 as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna enter in the raffle.
Alright, Dave Chappelle was in Robin Hood Men in Tights, wasn't he?
Ooh, raffle. Who's gonna win? If it's Pie, I'll say rigged. Derrick won. That's rigged.
Yep.
Rigged. See, but
Was that
remember,
before
like,
months
my
ago,
one
6
day,
months into stream? Oh. Wow.
one day of good luck has passed.
Yeah. Look at that, though. Pie, so Snow said, exactly 4 months ago, 6 minutes into stream. We've had Snow for that long.
Okay.
We love you, Snow. So, though, friendos, I think I'm going to wrap up the podcast here because I need to go grab some water or something and try to wake up a little bit. So, if anyone can put a Pickle Weasel and Wickle Peasel in the Twitch chat, that's how we end the
Hostage
podcast.
negotiation.
Thank you, Pie!
Except Pie
Catch you next week.
realized-
Bye!